When I had found out that I got 8 distinctions, it was overwhelming. It was a very overwhelming experience. I was happy and I was excited and I had tears of joy. And my whole family was so proud of me. I had people visiting me for days and days and congratulating me.
It's a fresh year 2014 and I'm on a fresh high. Today I'm sitting with a young, bright, mind, ambitious girl, Cindy Makita. We're gonna talk to her and then find more about her. Welcome to the show, Cindy.
Thank you so much.
How are you?
I'm well, yourself.
I kind of feel nervous. I mean, we're gonna talk about more of your achievements and everything, So I just feel like under the greatness of all this stuff it's I just feel a bit, but then thanks for having us.
I know, it's really a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
To get more time with you.
That's a pleasure, really.
Are you fine though?
I'm good, and yourself?
And then are you coping well with the achievements and everything?
Yeah, and it's a bit overwhelming, but it's fine. I'm coping.
Okay. So we'll just get more into the interview. But firstly, let's just start with the basic stuff, like who's Cindy and everything. So for someone who doesn't know Cindy and everything,
Cindy is currently the U Miss Teen, which is the face and ambassador of U Magazine. She's also reigning Miss Teen Johannesburg at the moment. I'm a dancer, I'm a singer, and I'm a performer. I love to be on stage. I love to be in front of a crowd. Love meeting new people, and I have a passion for young women empowerment. I love doing charity work, and that's me.
Tell us about your background, your upcoming, going through the school life and everything.
Okay, well, my parents are Congolese. I was born in South Africa though. When I was 1 year old, I was diagnosed with a sickness called sickle cell anemia. That is a really deadly sickness that most young people don't get out of. I was very lucky and fortunate to have a blood donor in my own family, which was very rare. I managed to come out of that sickness at the age of 5. I was sickle cell free. From then I started to find and pursue my own talents and my abilities. I started to discover what I liked and what I didn't like. And that's when I started to sing, that's when I started to dance, because those are my passions. So my mom put me in vocal training school and in dancing classes, because my mom believes in always growing and building your talents, because they're God-given talents and you shouldn't waste them. So also growing up in school, I was very smart, very clever. I've been in top 10 in my grade since I was very, very young. And that's how I grew up.
So how did it come about that you say, this is my talent, this is something that I want to pursue and do as a career? That moment, tell us about it. Did you just wake up in the morning and say, I want to be a singer?
No, I think since I was young, I always loved to sing and dance, and my mom basically discovered my talents before I did.
And then what just pushed you to pursue?
Yeah, she encouraged me to always go and grow my talents and pursue them, because it was important to do what I loved.
Okay. And then we all know that growing up as a teenager, you face certain challenges in life. So what were some of the challenges that you said you faced?
I think some of the challenges I faced as a young girl was pressure from society to conform to what they classify as being beautiful, what they classify as being the it thing at the time. So things like uniqueness is all out the window. You can't be yourself, you can't be unique. That was basically the toughest challenges I faced as a young girl. But I always strive to be myself, despite what the media would say, despite what anybody else would say. I strive to be myself, to be original, and also peer pressure is also a very big challenge as a young girl growing up. I would just focus myself on my goals and my talents and try not to conform to what other people were doing, because just wasn't me.
And then your strong point in getting out of those kind of situations, what motivated you or just kept you strong, regardless of the negativity and then those challenges?
I was just focusing on what I love to do, focusing on my goals, and never like focusing on what the people had to say about me. Never focusing on the negative comments, focusing on what I love to do, and focusing on my career and my goals. That was the main thing.
Okay. The main stuff that you do is modeling and dancing, right? Okay. Why those two?
I just love, like I said, I love being in front of the camera. I love being on stage performing. I'm also a singer, but I've grown my dancing ability and my modeling the most out of everything. Yeah.
Okay. And then the U Miss team that you won, that was in which year?
2012.
2012. Okay. Like, why did you decide to get in the competition?
One of my friends encouraged me to enter. Like, I didn't know about the competition. I entered at the last minute, like literally the last minute, and I wasn't expecting to win. But then I happened, like I did, and it was very like surprising. Yeah, I didn't expect it at all.
Okay, tell us about the experience through there. Like, how did it feel? Like waking up in the morning, like among teachers and those kind of stuff. Like,
it's not like a typical pageant. So what we had to do was, it was mostly, they were looking for someone that was a hard worker, someone that was passionate about community service, and someone that was proudly South African. So we didn't have an actual day where we went to be modeled and all that kind of stuff. No, we had different rounds. The viewers of U Magazine had to vote for us, who they thought would be the perfect U Miss team, the perfect ambassador for U Magazine. And that's how it all happened. I mean, sometimes I would wake up and then someone would call me like, "You're in the magazine," and stuff. I'm like, oh, you know, it's surprising. It was an amazing experience. It really was.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the theme of winning the competition and everything, how did that feel?
It's overwhelming, you know, to see that so many young girls now like look up to me. It was like a really big boost in my modeling career as well. That was like the boost that I needed to take my modeling career to the next level. Yeah, U Magazine is an amazing organization. They support me, you know, and they've taken me really to the next level.
Yeah, I've noticed it.
Yeah, a lot.
And then the life after this team and before, would you say there's a difference and everything? Because I believe that you always had to be a positive act, and then young people have to look up to you and everything.
It was really different. I mean, before people didn't know me the way they do now. You know what I mean? I wasn't like the Cindy Makita that I am today. Young people look up to me, which I never had that before. I'm a role model to young people. It's a really big change. It was a big jump, yeah. I had to adapt myself as a person.
That's true. Like that you mentioned now, like you've been a role model. So comparing them with fame, would you say you famous?
No, I don't think I'm famous at all. I don't know. I just see myself as maybe popular, and then people know me. I wouldn't say I'm famous. Okay. Not yet.
Do you want to be famous?
Yeah, I'd like to. I think everyone would like to be famous. I don't know. I think it'll be like a bigger way for me to get my voice across to the people than just only young people and people that know me. If I was famous, I'd be able to say my message to more people and help more people.
Okay.